Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right in my living room where I do what I do in the wee hours of the morning for you. Today, rather than 25 rules to live by, storytelling, story with a message in the story for life. These are life lessons. I'm giving them. I see you tuning in to receive them, so I got more for you. This is going to be a good one. But let's get this party started with Right Thinking's mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Get to know yourself for real. Okay? Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. And that's what we all should know. But it's a question that I ask because you should have the answer for yourself. Let's go. Excuse me. Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they even know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. I can teach them. Tune in. That's why I do what I do for you. I got a good one for you. A person who knows not and listen, believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. I don't deal with belief. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. Most people are this time of the morning. My son just went to bed. But yeah, I can awaken you with spiritual knowledge, knowledge of self. That's what'll wake you up if you sleep with the knowledge that you have but don't know it. I can bring it out of you. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to Mayat be true. Today, your boy's a little perturbed, to be nice about it. But I got a message, so I'm going to put it out there. It's called iron, right thinkers? Let's talk about how iron sharpens iron. Okay? And iron is code word for intellect or knowledge, or what I call quick wit. Okay? Being able to think on your feet. Okay? Let's go. I put a lot of time into mastering my craft, the art of right thinking, but it took me a 30-year course of learning and studying on other things to get where I am now. Understand that, okay? And teaching right thinking philosophy is of an ancient Egyptian concept. It's not biblical, and again, it's not religion, but it's common sense, and it's a science, mythological, analytical stories, analogies, and all kind of ways to educate you philosophically to learn how to be a better you, aka to know thyself. Okay, let's go. I know what I know because I have experienced. That's what I teach. I only teach the things that I experience, the things that I have knowledge of for myself. My book knowledge is not what I teach. My experiences is what right thinking is based on. Okay. If you think your degrees give you the right to be better than other people, that's why I got an issue with that, because I don't have a problem with you going to school. I put my time in, but it don't give me the right to think I'm better than nobody else. My whole goal is to help people get what I have. Why? Because it's a good thing. What I have is good. If you think, excuse me, the next one, okay. I know I'm growing, trust me, in control of myself, and I'm bettering myself. Why? Because I haven't put my foot where the sun don't shine for a few people who put me in a predicament where I normally would have done that. But I'm getting better. I like that about myself, and I appreciate that for the help because it's practice. Remember, I'm practicing. I'm still in training, but I'm getting better. Knowledge is like iron. That's why I say the whole point, iron sharpen iron. If you have knowledge, I'm going to indulge and I'm going to glean from your knowledge that you have. Trust me. But I also bring something to the table too. Understand that. All right? Iron, aka knowledge, can be a curse if misused for the wrong reasons. If you got your knowledge and your degrees and your position to do things that's not right, that's the wrong reason. Now, if you obtain those things to do what you say you do and claim to help people, that's what it's all about. That's what I am. That's what I do. The sharper the knowledge, the more power you have to do the right thing. You can have knowledge, and sometimes we get there and we get to serving that other guy. I call it the ego. Y'all keep saying the devil. I don't prescribe to the devil. It's the ego, which is run you. The devil don't run you. The ego do. If you don't conquer him and suppress him, he will run you, and you will never know it. Being sharp is not telling everybody how sharp you are. Just show them. Simple. If you are what you say you are, it'll show in what you do. But if you saying this and you doing that, it's also going to show, and it's a word for that. I sharpen my knowledge by studying daily. No days off. Okay? That's part of my lifestyle. Learn and acquire knowledge and information so I can stay astute and sharp. My iron stay sharpened. I do that daily. My iron is razor sharp. Okay? And if you want to find out, be my guest. Knock yourself out. We can go back and forth with intellect. I got no problem with that. We can share knowledge back and forth. Spiritually, we can do whatever you want to do. I'm good with that. Spiritual knowledge versus academic knowledge. Okay, you got degrees, you got that knowledge, but trust me, the spiritual knowledge I have and teach comes before biblical and academic knowledge that you have, that you profess. Let's all understand that. I learned the original knowledge of God is spiritual knowledge, okay? It's ancient knowledge, not new biblical knowledge. That's all. No problem with the biblical and scholarly knowledge at all. I keep telling you that. But don't knock the spiritual knowledge or think it's any less than biblical knowledge or scholarly knowledge. That's all I'm saying. Scholarly knowledge came about after spiritual knowledge was introduced. Original, first, beginning. Okay, that's what I do. Understand that. I have respect for scholarly and academic knowledge. The study and the time you have to put in to learn and acquire that, that's what I respect. I have no problem with that because I know it don't just come easy and for everybody. So you get your title, you get all the accolades, and you make a little bit of money, that's fine. But what I do is spiritual. Understand that. I put the same amount of years and study time into acquiring my spiritual knowledge, become a master of self and spiritual understanding that you did to acquire all them degrees that y'all walk around with. I ain't got to be called doctor. I don't have a problem with that. Okay? But when it comes to manifesting spiritual concepts and knowledge of self, let's go. I became a master from learning from masters. I studied under master teachers for over 30 years, and I was an A student. Tested, proven. Degrees? No. Knowledge, experience? Yes. I know about putting the time in to master your craft. Know how I know? I did it. Respectfully. I'm a master of what I do. I have a number of respect for you, but I need to get mine in return, and we won't have a problem. If not, there's going to be a problem. Understand that. If you don't agree or understand right thinking philosophy, it's okay. But you need to, and you have to respect it for what it is. A way of life that's maybe different and contrary to what you're used to or accustomed to. That don't make it wrong. It's just different. I don't say yours is wrong. Again, just different. All right? Respectfully. Being a master of self don't mean I know everything. No. I do know me. Do you? Know you? That's the question. Knowing thyself is the highest degree you can achieve in life. All the other things from, I don't subscribe to that. That's why I don't have no problem with that at all. But I just don't subscribe to it. If you have a master's degree in anything other than yourself, knock yourself out. No problem. Mine is in me. You can be a jack of all trades, but you got to master one. I got mine. Do you? All right, I'm about to wrap it up again. Just letting off a little steam, so to speak, but just trying to get my point across to those who think because they got titles and degrees that they're better than me. Don't think so, okay? All right, let me wrap it up. I can be taught. Yes, I'm all about learning different things. But what I do, I'm the master of that, so I don't have to be taught what I already know. I am so comfortable in myself. I will listen to anybody's point of view and concept. I don't have a problem with listening. That's what I do. With respect, I listen because I can hear and I can discern what you're saying to me, and if it makes sense. I'm a rhetoric man. Okay. I was taught the knowledge I acquired by other masters. No, excuse me. Now I'm one. The lessons I learned over the years, I learned them. I lived them. I manifested them. I perfected them. Now I can teach them. That's what right thinking philosophy is based on. Okay? I know a lot of knowledgeable people who have knowledge of a lot of things other than themselves. Mine is all about self. And then God. If you are a teacher, you would have had to been a student first. I was a student for 30 years. I just been a master. Sure, I just got my master's degree after putting 30 years of studying in. Masters don't compete. They learn and teach. I'm out. I'll be back.